Auston, what's the sense of the group from your perspective heading into this one tonight?
I mean, I think we're excited. Obviously, we got a great opportunity here to keep our season alive. We've been a good road team all season long, and I think for us, just going into this game, it's just about work and compete, keeping it simple like that.
How do you kind of reset after a result like that? Craig had mentioned overthinking maybe in the last game. How do you kind of clear things?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you just go into this game with the focus and intention that you've got to work and compete, do the right things, take care of the puck. I think it's a simple recipe for us to be successful.
Your line's been pretty good defensively. What do you think was missing in the last one for you guys? Is there anything in particular you need to tighten up for tonight?
I mean, I think just puck battles. I thought, like I said the other night, puck battles weren't great for us as a team, and I mean, those are so important. They're a big, heavy team, obviously, and they're strong down low. So just being stronger in those puck battles, winning those 50-50s to be able to break out and get the puck out of our own zone into the neutral zone and offensive zone.
You've been
How
seeing
frustrating has it been for you personally not to score?
Well, I mean, of course, you want to score, you want to do that, but just doing all the other little things, obviously. Getting opportunities, it's on me to capitalize on them, but I'm just going to continue to shoot, continue to compete out there and work and do the little things, the best of my ability. And when those opportunities come, just going to keep shooting and keep believing that the next one's going in.
You guys talk a lot about keeping the noise out. There's a lot of noise around this team the last couple of days. Well, people are saying a lot of things that I try to shut that out, but can you guys use that as motivation along with everything else you already mentioned?
I mean, I think the focus is just on this group. I think all the outside stuff isn't really paid too much attention to. It's the 25 guys that are in this locker room, the staff, the coaches, all that, playing for one another, and the focus is just on inside the room.
We've seen a lot more of Lundell here in the Florida games. What stands out about him and the challenge he presents?
Yeah, similar, to Barkov, that whole line, really good defensively, obviously a lot of skill. They play quick and fast, so it's always a challenge, depending on who you're going up against. I mean, they present different challenges, but obviously both very good, strong lines.
Craig said he wanted you guys kind of unplug last night, not even think about the game, but stay together. Like, what was last night like for you guys?
Last night was good, yeah.
Do you do anything, I guess, in particular to kind of unplug, like cards or, watch something?
Yeah, different things. I mean, a lot of us, just kind of hang out together, do whatever. Just nice to spend time. Obviously, a lot of free time when you're on the road, away from family, lives, stuff like that. So just nice for everybody to kind of be together, hang out, and just enjoy each other's company.
It's been a long season. How do you feel physically going into this game?
I mean, I don't think anybody at this point is, 100%. So it's just mentally, physically being able to grind through all that stuff. Because everybody's going through something, and so just trying to put your best effort out there, staying focused, competing, working, battling. Those second and third efforts are obviously important this time of year.
What's your sense of the group going into the game tonight?
Yeah, excited. Obviously another opportunity. So, great effort or great energy out there in morning skate. Got to translate that to the game.
Craig had talked a little bit about how he felt guys were overthinking in the last game. Is that kind of how you felt on that Holquist goal, the pass there?
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. Just trying to make a play. Couldn't really get it off the wall. Tried to hit the far guy. And then, on the 3-on-2 back, I was trying to just cheat the pass up top and didn't take him to the post. And, I mean, that's obviously a big mistake. So, live to forget. You make mistakes, you're human. So, just making sure you clear your mind of that. You got better and bring it to tonight.
What's the balance between, forcing plays?
There you go.
What's the balance between, forcing plays and just making sure you get shots on even though they could be blocked or whatever?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's tough. It is tough in a way. You got to really work for your offense against this team. You got to make sure you're making solid, hard plays. Got to try to break them down in their D zone. And there are going to be looks that you get up top that you try to get through that are going to get blocked. I mean, it's just the nature of the game. It's the nature of how these games are played, too, with how many guys are around the net front. So just got to keep trying to work for your space, keep working for your ice. Not trying to force things, but if they're there, try to make the play that you're comfortable making.
You guys had an elimination game in this building a couple years ago. What can you draw on from Game 4 of the 2023 series when you guys pushed back a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, like I've been saying, I'm not thinking of the past. This is a totally new team, totally new moment. We're excited for the moment. It's not going to be an easy game. We've got to make sure we bring our best. And, like I said, there's great energy today around this building and great excitement on our team. So that's something you love to see in the mornings.
Do you think Bobrovsky's figured something out on you guys the way the last couple games have gone, or is it bounces maybe the difference between not scoring on him as much?
I don't know. It's tough. I mean, I think you can put a lot of things into that. We're not getting around him enough. We're not making it hard enough for him to see shots, quality of shots. Obviously he has made his big saves when we've had our great looks. So that's sometimes how things go, and you can't, like I said, focus on the past. There's nothing you can change about it. So just look forward to what's coming now and be ready.
How do you turn the page, Mitch, when you've had tough losses? Like, what's your secret? Everyone does different things. Carlo was talking about going for a walk after the game. Like, for you, what's your process like to turn the page?
Go home and now hang out with my son and hang out with my dog. They don't have a clue what's going on in this world. So go home, hang out with them, enjoy some personal time with them, especially going on the road. Just cuddle in the sun and talking and hanging out with him and just enjoying those moments. And I mean, that's really what matters in life, and that's what makes you kind of forget what happens in a bad day or a good day. So those are something I'm thankful for, and that's how I kind of just go home and reset and get my mind right.
John, from your perspective, how has the team kind of turned the page or kind of regrouped after what happened in Game 5?
Yeah, I think just focusing on the challenge and opportunity today. Just got to go out and win a hockey game, and I think being excited about that challenge and just focusing on our game and our identity and getting back to things that made us a really good team all year and throughout the playoffs so far. So it's been a good, obviously good off day, travel day yesterday to kind of be together, regroup, and get ready for tonight.
Is there anything you can learn from Game 5, or do you just kind of flush that game?
Yeah, I think for the most part you flush it, but obviously we have to play a lot better than we did to earn the result that we want today. So, I think just focusing on continuing with, the way you need to get ready, preparing for the game and how we want to go out there and start the game and just try to take it, one shift at a time. Obviously it's very cliche, but, trying to worry about many other different things and outcomes and things like that. You just got to focus on getting to our game and building our game and taking it one shift at a time, executing really well, and being excited about the opportunity today.
How do you go about the process of getting excited, John? I mean, is it a conversation where you remind each other what's at stake here? How do you, get to that excitement?
I think this is what you work for all year long. So to get to this point in the season and wanting to continue on and keep pushing towards the ultimate goal. So I think it's just a reminder of, the work that gets put in, things you build as a group throughout the season, and when you face adversity or challenges like this, this is what it's all about, and having the chance to go out there and compete and find your way.
John, you guys have been an offensive team for years. How frustrating is it for you guys when the puck's not going in the net?
I mean, you can definitely let it frustrate you, but you just got to do. I've talked about the way the game kind of presents itself, and the way you need to play, and continuing to grind through it, and finding different ways to defend well, produce opportunities, and then obviously finishing plays off. So, however you're in the result you want, it doesn't really matter as long as you get it. So, if that's scoring a bunch of goals, or it's playing a tight checking game, which I think we talk a lot about throughout the season. We've wanted to do a good job of and be comfortable in. So just got to keep going and keep trying to make it difficult on them and their goalie.
John, Craig was telling us yesterday that he wanted to see more high danger looks. What can you guys do to generate more high danger opportunities?
Yeah, I think obviously I said getting a little bit more to our identity in our game, and obviously our speed and getting on the forecheck and playing with a lot of pace. And that's not just with the skating, but the way you can move the puck, getting pucks and bodies to the net, making it difficult to defend, and earning second and third opportunities, or having your opponent break down in coverage that you can capitalize in certain areas that lead to good scoring opportunities. So, obviously something we got to continue to do a better job of and find a way to create chances and put the puck in the net.
John, you grew up in the Toronto market. You know how much it means to the fans and everyone in Toronto. There's all things said. I know you probably try to keep that out, but how can you guys use what's probably being said on the outside as motivation, along with all the other stuff you mentioned?
I think we just try to focus on what's in the locker room, like you said, and like I said a couple minutes ago, this is, you work to get to these points in the season, to have these opportunities to continue on and get closer to your ultimate goal. And the challenge that they present are really tough. They're really challenging, and you have to be excited about that and have to keep a real strong belief in each other and the trust in the game that we've built. We're at this point in the season for a reason. I think a lot of players, a lot of teams would want to be in our spot. So I think it's just being excited that you're playing in the Stanley Cup playoffs and having this opportunity. So yeah, we want to continue on. We want to keep going. We want to get to the ultimate goal. So try not to focus too much on the big picture that way. I think it's just continuing to get ready for tonight and everything you got to do to be successful and put yourself in a good spot.
Craig, what's your sense of the group, how they've responded to Game 5 coming into this one?
Well, Game 5's over, so that's over with. Excited, ready to go. Go play.
You mentioned the overthinking yesterday. As a coach, what can you do, if anything, to kind of relax them heading into a game like tonight?
Well, I mean, it's hard to, give them a message of relax. Like, everybody's nervous. That's normal. Both teams, There's always nerves. You got to go out and get involved in the game and play. The whole thing for me is last game, we didn't skate right away in the game. We stood around and watched. Can't play that way. So got to skate. We got to get to our identity as a team right away.
Kampf and Robertson back out.
Yes.
What led to that change?
I liked our game with the other guys in the lineup. I made changes. We lost a couple, added some fresh guys, some fresh legs. Other guys are rested, ready to go, and we played good hockey with that lineup we have tonight.
How seriously did you consider splitting Matthews and Marner, considering how last game was?
Yeah, it's always a consideration. I think, I've split them up this year at times, and I never felt that it really did anything, to be honest with you. These guys have been a combo for a long time, and they've had a lot of success. I mean, so I trust them. I trust in them. I believe in them.
Craig, you haven't gotten too much from your bottom six on the offensive side. I know you're talking about checking and stuff, but when the top two lines are kind of canceling each other out, you're not getting your tops. What more can they do to create offense along with?
Yeah, well, no, we did get contributions last series a little bit from them, and we got a goal from Max Domi this series. Yeah, we do need them to chip in if it's that's important for sure. And it's not like they're not trying to score. They just got to keep doing what they're doing and see what happens. With goals. But you're right, we do need contributions from everybody.
Craig, from your experience, what's the best way for a coach to approach a day like today? Are you trying to do something different, fire them up, explain the moment, or do you just want to be the same as any other day?
No, it's normal. I think normal day for me. Quick practice, get moving a little bit. Meeting this morning, and then talking to the players, talking to the team about things and what we need to do better tonight.
Craig, it couldn't have been easy to pull Joseph in the game. The last one, where's your sense of where he's at and what he needs to do for this game tonight?
Well, he's in the same boat as the team. I think, he's played well here in this building, so I'm not overly concerned. I think that game, like I said, that game's over with. We moved on from it, and we're focusing on tonight's game. So he does his preparation, and look, he's been a good goalie for us all year. So I'm not worried about him.